In a small town where no one noticed when the curtain stayed closed, one man's silent battle with his body ended in a tragedy no one could ignore. He wasn't a monster. He wasn't lazy. He was drowning in something heavier than fat: grief, loneliness, and the crushing weight of being forgotten. This is the story of Harold Benton. He died at 48. He weighed 746 pounds. And no one, not even Harold himself, saw it coming. Harold was once just a boy. Born in 1974 in rural Kentucky, he was the youngest of 4 children. His mother worked double shifts at the diner. His father drank. At school, Harold was the chubby kid. By 12, he was already over 200 pounds. By 17, he stopped going outside. And by 25, he was nearly invisible to the world. He worked customer service from home, ordered groceries online, had everything delivered, but he hadn't had a conversation in person, a real one, in years. Behind those walls, Harold ate. Not out of pleasure, not even out of hunger. He ate to numb himself, to fill the silence, to replace love, connection, and the life he felt he'd never get back. Psychologists say extreme obesity is rarely about food. It's about trauma. And Harold carried more of that than most could see. In 2002, his mother, his only anchor, died suddenly of a stroke. He never went to the funeral, never left the house again. Friends stopped calling. His sisters moved away. The walls got smaller. The food portions got bigger. 2 pizzas for lunch. A bucket of fried chicken for dinner. He was eating 10,000 calories a day. And no one knew. No one asked. His neighbors assumed he'd moved. His landlord stopped checking. And Harold just kept fading. On February 6, 2023, a delivery driver knocked on Harold's door. No answer. The lights were on. The TV blared static. The driver called the police. When they entered, the smell hit first, then the silence, and then the sight of Harold, slumped in a reinforced armchair, eyes closed, breathing shallow, but alive, barely. EMTs needed 4 men to carry him. The stretcher couldn't support his weight. They had to call in the fire department. At the hospital, his organs were failing, heart struggling, liver distended, lungs compressed under the pressure of his own body. He died that night, alone, unclaimed. A file number on a death certificate that said, "Cause of death, cardiac arrest due to morbid obesity." Harold didn't die because he was fat. He died because no one saw him. Because our society laughs at the overweight, shames them, blames them, and then ignores them until it's too late. He lived in the richest country on earth, with access to food, internet, doctors, but no real human contact. This wasn't just a medical tragedy. It was a human one. A man who needed help. Who needed therapy, not ridicule, support, not silence. After his death, a nurse found a letter tucked under Harold's remote. It wasn't a suicide note. It was a list. Things I wanted to do before I died. It read: go to the beach, hug someone again, be in love, lose the weight, forgive my father, walk without pain. He never got to cross a single thing off. Harold Benton died not just from obesity, but from isolation, depression, and decades of quiet suffering. He was more than a headline, more than a number, more than the body they had to break the door to retrieve. He was a person, and now maybe he'll finally be seen. If you or someone you know is struggling with food, mental health, or isolation, reach out. You are not alone. Written and narrated by Unseen. Subscribe for more true crime human stories. Stay aware. Stay awake.